Here, Bears quarterback Caleb Williams. Caleb, another tough loss. I think that's 3 games with a combined 7 points, that you guys have fell short in. Let's go to the last drive. Let's talk about that last sequence. You hit the big play to Keenan, put you guys down at the Detroit 13, and then you get the penalty. Tevin Jenkins, legal hands to the face. You come back. It kind of looked like you guys were out of sync. Did you think you guys were going to call the timeout, or kind of what happened there at the end?
Yeah, hit those plays. They called Tevin. They didn't call the hands to the face on me. I looked at the ref. The ref looked at me when he threw the flag. So I thought he was calling it for us. But defender hit me in my face also when I was throwing the ball, and from there it was just kind of frustrating. I think I gotta do better in that situation. When we don't get the call. Just a quick little reset in that situation. And then, from there, my reset helps the team. My reset and all of that helps the team in that situation. We didn't do a good job executing those last couple plays. That's what it came down to. Timing-wise, everybody getting back, after the sack. I think Larry didn't hear the cadence, ended up having a sack. He came free. I could have possibly thrown the ball out of bounds, but I didn't want to risk, because he just came scot-free. I didn't want to risk, doing something crazy and throwing a pick or fumbling with him knocking it out, me trying to throw it away or something, because I saw him last second. And so, things happen like that, and it's tough. Last play. Clock was winding down. We tried to get a play in to get in field goal range, back in field goal range. Clock was winding down. I made an adjustment to Rome's route on that side of the field, and tried to give my guy and our guy a shot at the ball. Didn't get any calls, or just missed between him and I. And we talked about it after, so if that situation ever comes back up, the type of ball I'll throw and things like that, how they played it, they ended up rotating over to the left side to the strength, and left Rome 1-on-1, and, tried to give him a shot, and we missed.
The biggest adjustment, the first half, you guys didn't get anything going offensively. The second half, huge transition. You guys were able to make plays. Time and time again, you were able to convert on third down, even some big fourth down conversions. Talk about the adjustments that you guys made at halftime, and what did offensive coordinator Thomas Brown tell you guys at the half to get you guys going?
Yeah, I think part of it was just us executing the plays that were called in. When we came back out, we knew we were getting the ball coming out, and so we wanted to make sure we go out there and put up points fast and early to get that momentum going for ourselves. And then from there, you get into a rhythm, you get into a flow state. Is kind of how I called it. You get into those, and now you could just, you start hitting on things. You start seeing their defense and what they're going to do, how they're going to do this and that. You start delivering out there to your guys and letting guys make plays. The offensive line, did well in that second half, and we ended up running the ball, pretty efficiently. I would say the second half, much better than the first half when we did run it, and from there you just. Like I said, you get in that flow state and you get going.
Last question for you. I know when you first came to Chicago, one of your first press conferences, you said, I don't get nervous. In the past few weeks, we've seen it time and time again in the fourth quarter. You've come up big. You've led this team. You haven't shown any signs of being nervous. Where does that drive come from? Like, how you remain so calm and to be able to make play after play, even after getting hit? We saw you get out of bounds by Jack Campbell. Come back, you make a play. Where does that clutch gene come from?
I think it comes from, one, a mindset. I think the other part of it comes from all the hard work that I put in over the years. I really do think that. And then the last part is the belief between myself and between my teammates and all of us. We've done it a couple times, and you're getting close, and obviously we haven't had the outcomes, but there's not many times that you get a game or games throughout a season where you do something like this today, or these past weeks, where you're coming back and you're having that last drive, you're having that that moment at the end of the game, and you just fall short. But to be able to put ourselves in position offensively, defensively, and special teams, it's been pretty cool to see, and very encouraging because our guys are out there fighting, and it's great to see. I'm always going to keep fighting, and the clutch gene, I think, like you said, I think it comes from the mindset of myself and like I said, the hard work and wanted to just help this team win.